Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to Donatello's workshop. We are going to run the HPI Nitro RS4 again. Try and make it through a whole tank of gas because I fixed this screw had come undone. I was getting a back pressure leak. This had come undone, kind of loosened up from maybe the heat. Hopefully these zip ties hold. The pipe, the hose that's connected on the pipe for the back pressure is fastened better as well. So let's give it a rip and see how she runs. All right, we got her running. I was gonna lean it out a little.
Am I supposed to trust the ones who try to quiet us while all the world sits and begs for my last dollar and cents? They hide behind the mask who cowardize forever.
We had it running and it died. It was the back pressure problem again, and I figured it out, but it's going to take a little bit of love. I went ahead and replaced the back pressure line here, so it fits a little tighter, and I did glue it. You gotta glue them, man, sometimes on these. I don't know, that's arguable, but if somebody has a better way of doing it, let me know, because mine comes off all the time, and I'm hoping the new line will help keep it on. So we're gonna Loctite this right here. See that nut to the exhaust? We're gonna Loctite that because that's where my leak is, and it keeps vibrating loose. Ooh, and this screw's hammered. This screw is not doing good. So let's, without stripping it, Loctite the crap out of this. I don't have blue Loctite, by the way. That's the heat resistant one. You gotta get it a little hotter to. This needs help. I'm gonna show you this. It was originally Loctite, if you can see it. You can see the Loctite right there, turned into white dust. But I will attempt to Loctite it again. So this is what you got to deal with on these. The Nitro Star 0.15. If I had a tuned pipe and it came off the header that basically curves into a tube, that header into a tuned pipe, that would be ideal. Those headers are way better. These stock headers that come off straight and then turn into like a bullet and then into your stock exhaust, it's a terrible design. It doesn't flow good. And I've got the better design on my 0.18 on my RS4 MT too, and that thing, man, is so carefree. It just rips. And those are getting rare. I talked to a guy on my channel here. He commented about that thing, and parts are even getting a little bit harder to find. So I stocked up. I got some extra uprights, extra arms, extra hub carriers, stuff like that. And we're going to tighten the screws onto pull start. While we got this off. So, yes, she's getting a little love today. I want it to run good, man. Oh yeah. those were loose. I'm going to go in a little bit of a pattern here. That was weird. I'm going to take the spark plug out. By the way, so how did I do that? Well, you guys probably know this trick. I got a tool that I dedicated one bit of the 8mm for the spark plug to this, and inside I glued and fastened a piece of fuel line. So it grabs a hold of the end of the spark plug, and it makes it getting it in and out easier. I'm sure you guys know that trick, but anyway. Alright, so we're good. It had a lot of back pressure in there. So, probably because of all the oil put in there, but I couldn't pull it. And that's fine, but as soon as you go to run it again, you pull it real hard and it's locked up. I feel like I'm gonna blow out the... There. I feel like I'm gonna blow out the pole star and just rip it out and ruin it, so that's not good. So don't let that lock up on you, okay? But be gentle so you don't ruin your pole star. Alright, recap. I just wanted to tune it back up so I can go run it again. This will be there'll be a part 2 to this then, because I'm gonna go rip it. I want to get a really good full tank run out of it, just to prove to myself that it's good to go. You know, that it's gonna run good, and it needs a little cleaning up, but that's okay. So we'll see ya on the next one when Loctite's dried, probably tomorrow. You know, I'll go do a part 2 on this tomorrow. Should be fun, okay? Suspension is actually really working well. I have no qualms with the suspension. It handles the corner, it handles the drift, throw it around, it's forgiving, it's got plenty of travel, and it's nice and low. So, you know, if HPI does anything really well and correctly, it's their chassis and suspension setups. That's why HPIs are so manageable and while being so fast. Like, not that this is really that fast, it's gonna be, and it can be. And they are. People get these things going super fast, tuned right with a nice tuned pipe. I mean, even with a 15, dude, it's gonna be fun and fast. And with the 18, obviously, you got some real power there. But that's what lets it go fast, is the chassis and the suspension. That's what they design well. HPI does a good job with that. So props to them. I don't care for this motor necessarily. At least the port and exhaust design of its stock is not ideal. It's not. There's way better. So let's talk about that, you know, because it helped me find a pipe for this. I need the other port with the curly Q that comes down and comes right out to the tuned pipe, and this all is eliminated. It's a port. It's ported. Now on my 18, I swear to you guys, I polished and ported and matched it. So I opened it up on the block side, opened it up on the port side, and I matched them as best I could. I did it with a Dremel, and I then got them really smooth with the Dremel on a finer grit Dremel bit, and I matched them real nice and opened it up quite a bit while leaving it still thick enough to be durable and take the heat. It's surprising how much you open up though. You open up on the ends and you just want it to flow out, compress, and then come smooth back into the exhaust. So that's when you get more high-end power out of it. So you can wrap it out higher, and ultimately, when tuned right, it allows you to run it leaner as well and get away with it because you've got the output, so you don't get all that buildup in heat. It stays cooler, it allows you to go leaner. But try it, you guys. Try that. It's fun. When I get a tuned pipe, while it's apart and I'm doing it, I may as well do it. I may as well port and polish it. Just open it up a little. Go a little, you know. Can't hurt. Anyway, all right, I'm done waffling. I'm done rambling, so we'll talk to you in a bit.
That was sick. That ran pretty good. I leaned it out a tiny bit. You see that? It liked it too. It liked it. Well, there's a little bit of gas left. It's stalled, so that's a stall, but there's not much gas left. Sometimes when, look at that. 3. Maybe it's too lean. I don't know. Let's try it again. Guys, that's it. It ran successfully, then it stalled, and then when I went to go start it, the spring on the pull start is now shot. I had to wind it back in manually. But yeah, that went out. Yeah, it's tough when you got a pull start. I'd like to go to one-way bearing if I could. I'd have to do a different motor, but it is what it is. Unless I do a delete and just start it with a start box, which I'm actually open to that. That's not a big deal. I'd probably just do that. Anyway, I'm gonna look into that. A start box and a delete for the pull start. Yeah, baby. That was a good run though. I'm happy with that. I'm happy. It was fun. There was gas left, which I gotta go siphon out. So I'll see you guys in a bit later.